Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Remember that this reading is a general reading, so take the reading how it resonates for you. I work with love and peace, and remember, just as a reminder, you have free will. So these messages that you will be hearing throughout the reading are clues. Use them as clues for your guidance. Ultimately, I want you to exercise your own intuition, your own guidance system, in order for you to put the pieces together. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Now, I'm going to go ahead and check out your past, present, future position, who and what is coming towards you, what is in your opportunity, also what is in your challenge position, how to overcome that challenge, and who is coming towards you. I believe I did say that earlier. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It really helps support me and the channel so that we can continue growing. I'm trying to get to 300,000 subscribers, so let's manifest that together. Together, we definitely can do it. Okay. Now, also, of course, if you do enjoy these readings, if you find them helpful, you find that, it kind of guides you towards the right direction, then by all means, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, before we begin your reading, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers going. And I am seeing a few signs coming through the reading already. So you could be dealing with the sign of, I see the sign of Cancer, the sign of Pisces, also the sign of Scorpio. What else do we have here? Whatever other sign this is, doesn't necessarily have to be any of these. It could be any other sign, but let's begin with your dominant energy. Okay, so let's see. You are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. And you have here fulfilled. Wow. So this is a very, very happy energy coming through for you. And it says here fulfilled with the number 45. How does the number 45 resonate for you? Does it have some kind of a significance for you? Okay. Also, number 45 is, if you add that up, it's equal to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a number 9. So something here leading towards success, leading to success. It could be that you're about to celebrate something, you know it, or maybe you don't know it, but there's something here about celebration. It's also kind of something, headed towards completion. Like if you've been putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort into your job, a career, a relationship, it's leading towards some kind of culmination where you're going to be able to celebrate in some kind of big way. And as you can see on this image, there is a champagne bottle, right? There's a man's hand there popping that champagne bottle. It literally says pop. So celebration here, fulfilled, feeling satisfied, completion or big achievement, feeling happy and satisfied with your own life, going after what you want and getting what you want out of life. So again, getting what you want out of life, celebrating something big, okay, whatever it is for you as far as whatever area of your life, because it can literally be any area of your life. It could be career, love, family, friends, a project you're working on, ideas that you have, whatever it is. Secondary message here, it says, when I'm with you, I feel complete. I feel as if I've won the best prize of all. You are exactly what I need and want in my life. This could be a person. This could be literally an opportunity. This could be related to a job, a project you're working on. Of course, for a lot of you, most of you, it will be a person. So, it's a message here. Whenever you are with this person, whenever this person is with you, you feel complete. You feel as if you've won the best prize of all. And this is exactly what you've wanted in your life. There's going to be a huge celebration there. Wow. Let me know in the comments below how this is all resonating for you. What is it that you're celebrating? What is it that you, feel fulfilled by? Perhaps a lot of you, I'm sensing, you don't know yet. You might be kind of anticipating the opposite result when in reality it's going to shift the other way. Okay. But let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. You have here the Knight of Pentacles. So here you have it with the Knight of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. yeah, this has to do with something that is rather slow in moving forward. Okay. This could be either, a project that you've been working on. Perhaps you feel like your finances are not really moving the way that you want them to move, or, you haven't really been seeing any progress in any area of your life. It could be a project. It could be in your finance. It could be in your relationships, in your family situations, whatever it is. But something here that's rather slow in moving forward. For others of you, this could literally mean that right now you are the one treading carefully towards something. You're the one who is taking baby steps, one step at a time. You don't want to rush the process. You don't want to rush, the situation at hand. Now, also here in your challenge position, you have the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So, yeah, part of the challenge for you this week is not really feeling kind of like the passion within you to go after what you want. Right now, there's a lack of enthusiasm. There's a lack of motivation. There's a lack of passion. There's a lack of desire. It could be a lack of desire. It could be that something here is dwindling, right? Where once there was that will, the drive, the vision. Yes, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go after this. I want this, Right now, I feel like that's a little bit kind of like, delaying, it's like it's kind of dwindling. There's something there that is lacking passion, it's lacking enthusiasm. Again, it could be in a relationship, it could be just between you and you. Maybe, you started a project and now right now you're just like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure about this anymore, or a relationship, a friendship, whatever this is. But right now, I don't see you taking much action. It's going to be a little bit challenging for you to really go after what you want. And the reason being is because of a lack of confidence. You don't know if you're going to win. You don't know if, what if I lose? It's kind of like, thinking more so of the negative aspects of the situation, and that's what's holding you back. What is holding you back in this situation is nothing other than yourself. You are holding yourself back from pursuing this idea, job, career, yourself, your motivations, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, a relationship, whatever this is. But I feel that it stems from a lack of faith in yourself, a lack of, will I be able to make it? Will I be able to thrive? Will I be able to win? Okay. Now remember, your dominant energy is, yes, achievement, right? Celebration. So I feel that this has to do with something here where you have to remind yourself of who you are. I feel like outside circumstances around you are making you feel like this is not going to work for you. Okay. For a lot of you, it could possibly be that you feel very burdened. You feel very stressed. You feel like there's a lot of responsibilities that you are carrying on your shoulder, right? It's like this man, he's literally struggling to carry all those wands, and he's pushing them, he might have back problems already. So there's something here where the reason why, there's a lack of enthusiasm as far as pursuing this or not pursuing this is because you feel overwhelmed. You might be doing too much. You might be overthinking the situation. You might be taking on more than your fair share, where right now I feel like you need to start delegating things. If this is a work situation, you need to learn how to delegate to other people so that not everything falls on your lap, not everything falls on your back, not, you needing to resolve every single little thing. Now, I see your comfort zone also. So it says your comfort zone. I am releasing fears and stepping out of my comfort zone in order to come closer to what I really want, who I really want in life. Whether this is you, this is an advice for a lot of you. If you've been in your comfort zone doing the same old thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, it's time for you to release fear. It's time for you to release those fears that hold you back. Fear is directly connected to death. Okay. And so when you let fear take over your mind, your thoughts, your vibration, it stops you in your tracks. And so this has to do with something related to the reason why you're not seeing progress in a situation is not because there's no potential. The potential is always there, but you're the one who activates that potential by your belief in yourself, right? By you stepping outside of your comfort zone, by you releasing fears, insecurities, doubts, right? That perhaps are taking over your mind, your energy, and stepping out of that comfort zone, that place that you've been in before, and trying something new, trying something different. And I feel that this is gonna, kind of put you in the place at the right time to get you closer to where you want to be in life, to who you want to be with, to expand in the way that you are meant to expand in this lifetime. Okay, of course, this can also be a person here towards you. Perhaps you are dealing with a person right now who is stuck in their own comfort zone, and they're the ones who need to release their fears, anxieties, insecurities if they want to come closer to you, right? It could be vice versa. You towards them, them towards you. You take the reading how it resonates. But let's go ahead and jump into your recent past. So yeah, in the recent past, I see here the Two of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Moon. So I see a lot of anxiety in the recent past. I see a lot of sleepless nights, paranoia taking over, all of those, kind of negative self-talk, that kind of vibe. And I feel that you were trying to make a decision. What led to this place of anxiety for you was a decision that needed to be made, right? In the recent past. So it's a decision between, do I do this or do I do that? Do I stay or do I go? And this has to do with your future. This has to do with something related to the future. A lot of times people put themselves in the place of anxiety, insecurity, okay, fear, doubt, when they think way too much about the future and they don't consider the now. They forget about the present moment. And in the present moment, here now, right now, is where you can manifest, okay? Where you can change and transmute energy from negative into something positive. So don't look at this issue. Don't look at this problem. If you're still facing this problem right now, I see that this happened in the recent past. But there is something here that you need to look at more spiritually, okay? I feel like you were looking at it in a more logical kind of way. And when you're too logical about things, that is your nature. To be very logical, very practical about life. It places you in again, that state of overthinking, anxiety, going through all of the little details, which end up, kind of making you feel like there's a lot going on, right? Because you get lost in all of the details. So I'm sensing here that, your emotions took over in the recent past. There was that energy of fear of the unknown, fear of the future, fear of what's going to happen. What do I choose? How is my future going to look, right? Whether this was a related, whether this is related to a connection, relationship, friends, family situation, love, whatever this was for you, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, extroverted says here, moving towards you with confidence, ready to show you how much they love you. I feel that in the recent past, there was something here related to you needing to become a little bit more extroverted, a little bit more open to communication, to communicating how you really felt, what you really felt for this person, place, thing, idea, etc. I feel that you did move towards something, with a lot of passion, with a lot of excitement, but then by overthinking about the future, I feel like you got lost in it. Something here, again, it was like you got lost in all of the little details by overthinking, but I feel like it started off with a lot of passion, okay? Something or someone that you really wanted here. Now, in the present moment, currently speaking, you have here the Death, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So, yeah, right now, what I am sensing is that there's something that is either ending, you are ending, it's coming to an end, or there is transformation, okay? A lot of times the Death card doesn't always have to be an ending. It could just simply be transformation, something completely changing from one thing to another. Therefore, the way that it used to be no longer exists. It's a new version of it, of you, of, your vision, of your goals, whatever that is for you that you are dealing with right now. I see here that after this ending takes place, there's going to be a lot of communication. Something here actually needs to come to an end, whether it's an old way of thinking, an old belief system, a relationship, a connection, a job, whatever this is. I feel that there's going to be a lot of movement forward. The lines of communication are going to start opening up, okay? And right now I'm sensing that things are starting to pick up, whether you know it or not. Things are starting to pick up pace. You're going to start to gather a lot of information. I'm sensing that if right now you feel a little bit weary about someone, or you feel like someone might be misleading you with information or deceptive information, and that somebody is doing this intentionally, I don't think that's the case. I'm feeling very strongly that you might be overthinking something because of some kind of old belief system that is stuck to a trauma, an old experience that you still need to heal. This could be fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of being left out in the cold, fear of missing out on something. This could be also a fear of losing money, of not making enough money, of not being able to make ends meet, that kind of vibe. But this is all related to, again, healing that part of you that, ask yourself, where is that coming from? Where is that lack mentality coming from? Where is that, where are those thoughts coming from that experience? Maybe it was an experience that you had as a child. Maybe it was somebody around you recently, right? So ask yourself these questions in order to start the healing process, because I do see that there is momentum there. There is something here that is opening up for you. Now, here it has to do for a lot of you with something that you want for long term. This is something here that might scare you, but also excite you in such a way where when you want something, when you really, really want something, or when you really, really are connected to something, there's two sides of it, right? There's this passion aspect, there's the desire aspect of it, there's the, happiness, fulfillment aspect of it. But a lot of other times, if you overthink it too much, you might be afraid, well, what if I lose it all? What if I lose out on this, right? And so this says grow old, right? When something, or a relationship grows old, or you grow old with somebody, or there's a career here that has been long time, building, you've been building it for a long time. A lot of times, this has to do with the fact that you want a firm foundation. So right now I see that you do want a firm foundation in something. Either you want a real relationship, you want this commitment to, be for a long time, growing old together. Promise me that you won't stop loving me, even when we are old and gray. Together we are forever. So together forever, promise me you won't stop loving me. I feel like these are fears stemming from the fact that you really want somebody, you want to grow old with somebody, you want that somebody to be there with you until the end of time. But again, I feel that there's something here that needs to change. And I'm sensing here that it has to do with something related to, a fear of abandonment, fear of being rejected, fear of losing out, fear of not making enough money, or not being able to take care of yourself. For some of you guys, if you are struggling financially right now, I'm sensing that, again, this is your dominant energy. You're going to end up celebrating, but you do have to believe in yourself. We're going to get more into that in just a little bit. But again, I just want to touch on the fact that if you do sense something kind of like misleading from a person, or something here that you might kind of fear, like, oh, is this person lying to me, or that kind of thing, I am sensing that, there's something within you that needs to change. You need to start asking more questions. Maybe you're just kind of going with what you've heard or what you've seen so far. But if you ask the right questions, I feel like this person is going to share the information properly. Perhaps this person has not shared the information that you've heard from them in a proper way. Maybe you just kind of overheard it, or you haven't really, come up with those questions where this person gives you a direct answer. And so if you do come up with those questions and you try to relate to this person, and I'm sensing that, opening up the lines of communication, it's going to kind of allow you to see through whatever it is that is kind of covering up the real essence of who this individual is, or what that thing really is. Okay. Now, I'm also seeing here that in the near future, you have the 8 of Cups, you have the 6 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, in the near future, I see that there's going to be some kind of a disappointment. Okay. Something here that has disappointed you. You might feel the the need temporarily to walk away. You might feel like, what, this is not what I expected. Even though there was that connection, even though there was that passion for that project, for that career, for that thing, person, place, thing, whatever this is in the near future, I see someone walking away, feeling a little bit disappointed, like feeling a little bit like, oh gosh, I thought it was going to go this way, and it ended up going that way. But I'm also seeing here that there's going to be either a reconnection with somebody from the past, and or you will be able to reconnect with this person in a better way. I'm seeing here something here coming up to the surface where you're either going to meet somebody new, okay, a new connection, a kindred soul type of deal, a kindred spirit. And I feel like you and this other individual, if it's somebody from the past, and you're going to reconnect with this other individual from the past, okay, and heal each other. If it's you that is walking away from a situation, or if it's them that's walking away from the situation, I feel like sometimes what's needed is a little bit of space and time in order to think things through and clearly. I'm also seeing here that you will be abundant. See the Nine of Pentacles. So this is all about you celebrating, enjoying the fruits of your labor, the Nine of Pentacles. And I'm also sensing that you're going to feel a little bit of a sense of liberation. Like, okay, wow, even though I am connected to this person, I still feel a sense of independence, of individuality. Okay. But I see a lot of money coming in for you, a lot of abundance coming in for you. And I'm also seeing here that if there's something here that somebody tells you, okay, or like, it could be something that you overhear from somebody, I feel like you can have a peaceful resolution by, again, asking those questions, right? That is the Six of Cups, trying to understand this person from where they come from. And I feel like by practicing compassion, you will be able to, again, have a more peaceful resolution in whatever this is. In the near future, you're going to have to make a decision. Do you listen to your head, or do you listen to your heart? Your heart will say yes, but your mind will say no. And there might be a little bit of a dilemma there, a mental anguish, right? Do I go with my mind is telling me? Do I go with what my heart is telling me? So I'm sensing here that, in the near future, don't overthink it. I feel like that's what you've been doing. Okay. Hence the Nine of Swords. So, you already know what that result is. It leads to, a lack of motivation, a lack of inspiration, feeling stuck. So in this situation, I feel like go with what your heart is indicating. Go with what your heart is telling you. Again, the heart says yes, but the mind says no. It's going to be your decision. Of course, you have free will. Now, in your opportunity, you have here the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Cups. So in your opportunity, you're going to get an opportunity. If you've been, again, wanting some kind of a financial opportunity, it's going to come up, okay? You're going to get some kind of financial opportunity, either an investment in something, either starting something, a business, a project, or, perhaps an opportunity to make more money in some kind of a career, job, situation, project. But the Page of Pentacles is something here that you still need to learn from, right? It's going to be definitely an offer. They're going to, it's going to be an offer here of, hey, why don't you join me in this venture? Why don't you invest in this situation, right? But again, it's going to be an opportunity for you to continue to learn. I feel like you may not have yet mastered whatever this opportunity is. And don't be hard on yourself. A lot of times people are like, oh no, well, I don't want to go into that because, I've never even, I don't know about that area in that business, or I don't know about that person, or whatever it is, right? It's going to be a time for you to learn, right? In order for you to plant that seed of potential. If this is a relationship, somebody here offering your relationship, or you offering something to someone, it's the potential, right? It's like planting that seed of potential. Let's see if we can continue to grow whatever this is. And with the Wheel of Fortune there, you are being protected, divinely guided, and again, this is all related to your blessings, right? The Wheel of Fortune has to do with something that you put in a lot of work and a lot of effort in the recent past, and you saw no result. You're like, well, nothing happened out of it. Well, guess what? If you don't give in, if you don't give up, if you start believing in yourself, the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor, which means that you're going to get the blessings, okay, very soon to come. But if you don't give up on yourself, this is also something that is destined. This opportunity, in order for you to make more money, okay, or to start something new, kind of like planting that seed that I mentioned, is something that is directly connected to what is meant for you. It's something here that is directly connected to something that it's kind of part of your destiny, right? It's you're destined to have it. You're destined to start it. You're destined to be a part of it. And I'm sensing here that also you will have an opportunity to open up your heart, to express how you feel. It could also be someone here towards you expressing how they feel towards you. But I see a lot of love. I see potential for, making money as well. And I see a lot of blessings, something that you start, it's going to be blessed, okay, by the universal forces. Also here, enlightenment, you have the truth has been illuminated and I can no longer hide from what you have shown me. Yeah, as part of your opportunity, you're going to be enlightened. Either someone in your circle, someone that could potentially do something, say something, introduce you to something that is going to expand your consciousness. It's going to enlighten you in some kind of way. Perhaps you've been overthinking all the little details, and when you are able to take a little bit of a step back, you're going to be able to see it more clearly from afar. So the truth will be illuminated, whatever it is that you've been kind of trying to figure out. Don't worry, because the truth will be coming to the surface and you will no longer be able to hide, from what this person or what the universe is showing you. For others of you guys, I feel that you're going to gain some kind of clarity about something that has been keeping you up at night, and whatever was hidden, again, it's going to be shown to you as part of your enlightenment, as part of that eureka moment. I've got it. Now I know how to resolve this issue, situation, whatever that is for you. Before we end your reading and go into the extended, make sure to ask a question. Okay, and I will be giving you a yes or no answer to that question. All right, let's see. Is this a yes or a no? Ready? Is this a yes or a no? And that is a definite yes. You have here again the Knight of Pentacles. So you're getting the Knight of Pentacles twice, okay? Twice in a row. That is a yes. So the Knight of Pentacles, again, it's something here that is going to require consistent effort without giving up, but making sure that you realize that it's going to be a slow process. It's not going to be quick. It's not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be a quick solution. It's going to be something that you have to commit to, okay? And slowly but surely, it's going to grow into something more. Again, whether this is finances, in the area of your career, in the area of love, your family, a project you're working on, whatever that is for you. For others of you, you will be getting some kind of an offer or something here that is growing, even though it may seem like it's slow in coming. I feel like it's got a lot of substance. I feel like it's got a lot of energy of potential for the future, because remember, the Knight of Pentacles, and again, you're getting double Knight of Pentacles, and you're getting Pentacles, you're getting a lot of money, right? This has the potential to make money in time. It's not going to be one of those quick solutions like the Knight of Wands or like the Knight of Swords. That's more fast energy, more quick energy. This is more so of methodical. And why is the universe, kind of giving you this blessing in this way? A lot of times this comes in order for you to really learn, right? The ins and outs of this relationship, of this career, of this job, so that it's long-standing, it's for a long time to come. Okay, so again, it's all about not being impatient with the process, because it is coming. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below.
In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.